Eric has the fucking Zoomies today.
You guys see Drake's dick on Twitter?
This fucking podcast is a dumpster fire.
In the storm cellar and go eat the fucking lead paint in the storm cellar. That's what I'm gonna do. Welcome, folks, to another episode of the three of us that ate lead paint in the cellar. Today on NPR, we're gonna be talking about the walrus. I'm doing the intro now because Eric is so shocked at the idea that I'm still fucking talking, and he can't even understand what I'm saying. He looks a lot like Tucker Carlson. More on this at 11. Yeah, he looks confused, just like that. For those of you watching, for those of you watching the video, which is 0 of you, you will see what I'm talking about.
You know, I got a haircut today. Speaking of Tucker Carlson,
The brothers over there having some serious audio technical issues.
see, okay. First of all, before we get too far into this, Rick, everything you do is your mic is picking up, and you can hear your goddamn asshole fucking air pass through it.
Well, is that why I'm so horny right now? And
I
hear
can-
Rick's butthole?
I can hear the dingleberries clatter like the fucking grandma's wind chimes.
Dude, grandma's wind chimes is a cool euphemism for dingleberries. I think you should keep that one. I think you should use that. I think you should make it a thing.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, for those of you at home, do we sound okay? For those of you listening to it a week from now, do we sound good?
Welcome to what? Oh my god, you guys are cutting out again. Welcome to Against the Grain, Brain Void. We're with Nut Fuckhouse and Rick, and this is our third attempt at recording because we had some technical difficulties. So we're excited here now to talk to you guys, and just kind of hanging around. So
Standing erect.
I want to talk about a story that happened just about 2 hours ago. So I get my hair cut in Eden Prairie, which is about an hour away from where I work currently. And I go there because my girlfriend, that's my girlfriend's salon that she goes to. And this woman cuts my hair, and she did a pretty good job the first time. And this is my fourth time. So, it gets a little rough every time she goes. But she was distracted because somebody else was there with her today. And she totally forgot to cut my fucking top part. She cut my sides, and I walked out because I can't handle. For one thing, I am so tired of being the guy that gets fucking like, oh, you must have got a bad batch. Oh, this must have happened. This one-off just keeps happening to you. I am the one-off. That one-off keeps happening to me. So I get twisted teas. They're not fucking carbonated, or I get like 2 cans that are empty. Why?
Twisted teas
What is that about?
carbonated.
No, but like packed full. So it's like I get like a half empty can sometimes. Not even kidding. This isn't even like hyperbolizing. I'm just being honest. I go to Subway, and
Forget your bread.
I go to Subway, and they fucking look at me like I'm the asshole. I talked about this before. Like, yeah, I get it. I have bread and turkey and cheese at home, but I come here because I don't want to make that. And I get the side eye from these fucking sandwich artists. I don't know. I can say that because my dad has diabetes. But so I get this. So I get this haircut. It's $43. I mean, it's not your great clip haircut. It was kind of a mediocre clip. But
I hope you gave a mediocre tip.
So I didn't give a tip. I never give a tip. I was actually going to ask her if I should give a tip, but she had a person in there. So I was just like, if I ask if I have to give a tip and I don't give a tip,
Should I
Anyway,
give you a tip and then just write 0 on the fucking line?
yeah. Do you guys
Yeah,
ever
usually people tip. Oh, I'm not going to.
do you guys ever go to like speaking of Subway, like Subway, and like you're paying for the sandwich, and that's kind of like the whole idea there. But then they ask for a tip.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about tip culture?
Uh,
I
0.
think I think
I
people
don't
should
tip
get
at Subway.
paid what I don't
I
think
don't
people
tip
should
at
have to
Subway.
rely on yeah. I don't first off, I don't tip at a place where I do some of the work. I think
You don't do any of the work at Subway. You watch them work. It's kind of a it's like a voyeurism thing. It's
yeah, but
a little bit of a fetish.
I have to check their work according
Yeah,
to
but like
Eric.
you do that at every restaurant. Well, Eric is just the unluckiest motherfucker, apparently.
First off, Eric, you have to start like calling like when someone messes up, you don't need to be a dicko, but like, hey, that's not right. Fix it.
Yeah, man, but it's easier said than done because if you're the guy
No.
like okay,
If
so
you're dude, if $43.
Hold on. Every time I approach somebody when there's a mistake that happens, I go out of my way to be like, hey, like I get it, you're human, this happens. But then it's always their response that makes me not ever want to talk to somebody about it again. So I could be the nicest fucking guy being like, hey, you made a mistake. You forgot the turkey on my turkey sandwich. Can I get some turkey? It's not a big deal. Just can you add the turkey? I get the worst attitude from them. And they're like, oh my God. All right.
Right.
All right.
So that's the thing behind the saying benefit of the doubt. When they remove the doubt, that's when they don't get the benefit of you giving them fucking slack anymore. Right? If they're going to turn around and be an asshole to you,
benefits.
that's a different thing,
Like,
Zach.
you get to have sex with the server if they get your order right.
That's the mayo. Too far? All right.
Yeah, dude. No, I don't know, man. I don't I cut my own hair. Like I shave my own head, so I
And
don't have
it
to deal with it
shows.
anymore. Yeah, dude. Well, I don't know. You can't tell because I have like the shittiest webcam known to man, but like I haven't shaved my head in probably like 2 weeks. So really, what I look like, especially when I'm in the gym working out, is one of those like middle-aged fucking balding guys that like won't let go of his high school years and like constantly tells guys like, yeah, I used to bench 405 in high school and I was a wrestler and I was really cool and you should like, and I drove a Camaro and I like smoked cigarettes. And everyone's like, "Yeah, it's cool, man. Can you like quit hogging the chest press machine?"
My best days never happened.
Yeah, dude. The summer of 60 guys. Had my first real sex dream, dude. It was great.
Well, all right. Well, okay. All right.
Anyway, tipping cultures don't tip at Subway. It's stupid. Tipping culture is dumb, but you should tip people who cut your hair and you should tip like tattoo artists and shit. There are certain people you probably should tip just because still, but like also like yeah, you don't have to tip at fucking Subway. Like I'm just waiting for the day that like a cop pulls me over and I get a ticket and they're like, "All right, well, you were doing like 70 and a 55, so here's your ticket." And you can pay that right now. And I'm like, "All right, sure." And then they're like, "All right, so I'm just gonna, the tablet, there'll just be a question on there or whatever they always say." And the question is always like, "What tip do you want to add?" And it'll be like 30, 40, or 75% tip on the goddamn speeding ticket for the fucking cop. You know what I would like to say is so the grocery store I go to Hy-Vee and they are frequently doing like fundraisers. And the one they're doing now is for JDRF, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Um and I say no to it every time. It's just like round up to the next dollar kind of thing. So sometimes it'd be like, "Hey, do you want to round up like 4 cents?" And I'm always like, "No." And I'm like, if I want to fight kids with diabetes, I'll just like go kick my own ass. So fuck you guys. And also there's ones where it's like, "Oh, do you want to like feed a family?" Like you round up to like feed whatever, you buy them a bag of groceries or whatever type of fund. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. I need to buy my bag of groceries and this shit is expensive. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't tip, and I apparently don't donate money either. So maybe don't take advice from me, actually, is what I think I'm figuring out right now.
Kind of an
Maybe,
ass.
am I the bad person? Maybe I'm just a piece of shit.
I bought Girl Scout cookies the other day because I felt bad because I was
Yeah.
reading my receipt from Walmart a little too long, and I didn't realize I was standing right in front of the fucking table. So they're like, "Well, are you gonna get something?" And I go, "What?" They're like, "Well, do you want some of these Girl Scout cookies?" And I go, "Oh,
You're
sure. Do you
just
guys
sitting here
got?
for fun.
Do you guys have the caramel delights?" Well, I ignore the Salvation Army like nobody's business, so I thought it was just one of those things. But this time, I can actually get something like immediate. It's like instant gratification. That's what I'm paying for. So I get these caramel delights, which used to be called Samoas. I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
dude, that's my wife's go-to cookie.
those things
They're not-
fucking hit harder than a fucking analogy. So that's
Harder. Are we doing fucking Mad Lib? Is this a Mad Libs episode? Like where people just insert their own stuff? This is just like a noun. Man, I feel like adjective today. Welcome to Name of Silly Podcast.
Dick fuck. So I went to speaking of adjectives, I was at an interview the other day, and like I was the one being interviewed for a job, and my fucking brain took a screenshot when somebody asked me, "Can you name 5 can you give me 5 adjectives of your ideal workplace?" And I had to fucking think adjective, describing word.
Desk.
I was like,
5 adjectives. Hold, desk, hammer.
so I get to like the 4th one, and I think I'm crushing it, right? Because they're like, "Oh yeah, that's great." But then I
Blowjob.
think, but then I said, then I get to like I said the 4th one. I go, "Oh, I think that one was a verb," and they're like, "Ah, that works." I go, "God
don't
damn,
fucking know
onomatopoeia."
I think I did an adverb.
Oh,
But no, dude. And then I had a count on my hands because I always thought, like, when I'm interviewing somebody in HR, like on that one asking questions, I usually like try to help them as best I can because I hate being in that spot where you can't think of something. But I can't ever wrap my head around the fact that when people are like, name 5 things, and then they remember where they're at in chronological order without like counting them off. You know what I mean? So it's like if I get to 3 and I don't go like this with my fingers, I think I'm fucking done because I've just been so much talking.
Eric, you've named
I'm in
9
payroll, by the
things.
way.
We're good here.
Dude,
Yeah.
You can stop naming things.
I just want to make
anyone
sure I
else
had
have
5.
that? No, there's something wrong with you.
Dude, my fucking brain sucks. I went to my therapist today, and
You went
I
to the rapist today?
yeah, that's right.
Explains a lot.
That's why they charge so much.
Mm.
Anyway, so I'm talking to her, and I'm thinking this fucking lady probably thinks I'm the most dumbest motherfucker out there on the planet. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is kind of how our sessions work. I just kind of just ramble, and I'm like, well, time's up. See you later. Thanks for listening. But so I get there, and I'm like bouncing around, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened, if I didn't like get enough sleep or not, but I like bouncing around from idea to idea and like problem to problem. And but I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, oh yeah, and this happened when I was 6, but you wouldn't believe last week this fucking thing also happened. And my toes hurt when I run, and she'll be like, okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Let's just start with, when you were younger type thing.
This
So
guy's
bless
gonna
her
be a
heart.
steady paycheck for the next 30 fucking years.
She's got me fucking
This
hook,
guy is
line,
a
and sinker.
gold mine.
He doesn't even know how fucked
And
up this.
last week, my hands turned blue.
My
So-
fucking hands are blue. And they said it wasn't a problem, but now they're still blue.
I've been sick for 2 months with the same cold. Tell me what's going on. No, you're fine. Anyway, so I don't know where I was going with that. I'm a circle. I don't have a point, but at any point you guys can jump in here. So
Can I? I don't know, man. You're really fast today. Your brain is fat. You said your brain's bad, but your brain's on fucking turbo mode. I feel like at some point you're gonna spin yourself out, just fall over, and it'll be up to me and Rick to finish this bad boy off. Just let him tire himself out, dude. He's got the fucking zoomies. Like Eric has the fucking zoomies today.
dude, I do have the fucking zoomies today. I almost gave my
That's why
boss a
your feet
hug.
hurt.
You almost gave your boss a hug. But
Yeah, I thought
why?
he wanted it.
I
Well,
Jesus fucking Christ. What?
they
I
always
thought he
fucking.
wanted it. Famous
I
last
thought he
words.
wanted it. Yeah, really. Hashtag me too, motherfucker. But I, you guys ever see that guy on TikTok or like the comedian store? Not the comedian store, the comedy seller store, comedy something. He's like walking around with his microphone, and this is for the visual audience,
That's
which we
what
don't have
stand-up
any.
comics do. They walk around with
This
the
guy will
microphone.
be like fucking. He walk around with the mic and he'd be like he'll like jump and not say anything. You guys ever see that guy?
No, that does not sound familiar at all.
That's a deep cut. Anyway, so back to the hugging the boss thing. So I thought he was going for it, but he wasn't. And then somebody said, "Are you going to hug him?" And I go, "I thought he wanted it." And then he didn't. And then they just laughed at me instead.
And so anyway, they walked me out of the building.
Yeah. The reason why I thought he was going to hug me is because today was the last day I'm ever going to see him, probably because I'm starting my new job in like a week and a half, and he took vacation next week. So he thought. So he was just talking to me all day about like banging ladies and whatnot. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. He like sat down in my office and was just like, dude, you got to do this. You got to do that. You know, I know this lady. You got to do that. Anyway, wild story. That's why I thought he wanted a hug. Cause I'm like, all right, I won't tell if you don't tell, you know? So anyway. And then what they said about the gays in the military.
What the fuck
Don't
is
ask, don't
happening
tell.
right now? Dude, you gotta stop doing lines of coke before you start fucking podcasting.
Dude, just Mountain Dew Zero.
Anyone else
I
worried
just
with all this skin on their arm?
I just someday I want to be someone's boss and I want to go sit down in their office and just be like, hey, you ever bang chicks?
It brought us a lot closer.
Just well,
Yeah, I have wanted to do that.
yeah, I
We have
have.
a lot in
Never
common.
have. It's really scary. No way. I don't believe that.
Which one? Oh, the yes thing. All right.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So,
Correct.
so my therapist told me today, dude, I sit on her fucking couch and nothing will humble you more than the fucking couch kind of like going like this when you sit down on it because it's so fucking cheap. And I'm like, there's those fucking body image issues you were talking about last week, huh?
Good thing I'm paying you $200 an hour for your cheap fucking furniture.
Yeah, no, but she has two treadmills that just mock me.
She has two?
Two
So
treadmills
is that for
because
like jogging therapy? You jog together?
One for each leg.
Then you fucking talk. Yeah, one for each leg. My right one moves faster than the left because my wiener hangs to the right. Anyway.
That's what the space in the middle's for.
Jesus.
You guys don't have that problem?
No. I am not. No one's ever accused me of being well hung.
Me neither. I've had the opposite said. Oh, wow, you could do a lot with that thing.
Anyway, so Eric, you ever bang chicks?
Did you ever want
God.
to? I'm your boss. There's a right answer.
You know when you touch a boob, it feels like a bag of sand.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the audio audience. I don't know what's going on. I'm just
18
rambling.
minutes in, and we're fucking derailed. Like
Dude, 18 minutes in, and I think we're done. I think we just did this podcast at like 1.5 speed, but in real time. You just shoved an hour worth of shit up everyone's ass in 18 minutes. We have covered like 14 topics, and Rick has said like 3 things. I think I've said about 5, but I can't count either. So
I didn't even get to yell at a cloud yet.
No, you didn't. Not enough anyway. It's not enough to make this a real episode. So Rick, do you ever bang chicks? Anytime we have dead space, that's going to be my go-to from now on.
Jeez. You start asking that at work all the fucking time.
I just meant for this episode, not for like my life.
Oh,
Just in fucking church, and it gets quiet for a second, and I just get up like, "Hey,
ask the priest.
hey, Mr. Priest, do you ever bang chicks?
No, gross.
You
Children.
gross. Yeah, only children for me,
Ooh.
thanks. Oh, that's worse. Ooh, that's
Ah.
not good for you.
You're not
You
getting
guys
a
ever
tip.
see? You guys ever see that Body of Christ? And now, what would you like to tip? I got some wine. It's gonna be
You go
extra.
up, you go up for communion, and like the first guy gives you the little disc of fucking probably cardboard. And the next guy, you grab your wine, and then you get to the next guy, and he's just holding an iPad towards you with a fucking tip percentage that you need to sign.
Oh man,
If you hit 0, it just fucking there's a trap door that sends you to the basement.
where
And
it's
yeah,
waiting for you.
yeah, dude. You're just never seen again. There's a bunch of people dressed like fucking goblins. He's gentlemen, he's slowing down.
I had a footlong cookie today. You guys ever try that from
A foot long cookie.
the new thing
Why?
from Subway?
Yeah,
I ate Subway today.
They made my sub out of it.
So is it actually
comes in
a
a
foot
pan.
long?
It's a footlong, dude.
Did you bring your tape
It was in
measure?
a pan.
I measured it.
By foot long, do you mean like 3 inches? Because my wife knows 3 inches is about 6. Yeah, just never give her a tape measure. She doesn't know.
No, they have these new footlong items. So you can get a churro, which is basically like air sugar, and then they have a pretzel, which is fucking looks like a wiener in a tinfoil. And then they have the footlong cookie, which is like, the
Cookie?
black guy of the group. So it's wide and long. But do you know they're removing the dick veins from Snicker bars?
I wish they wouldn't.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Dude, I'm
Me
looking
neither.
up the number of calories in a foot long cookie.
1,410.
Is that your guess or is that a fact?
That's a fact, dude. I looked and I said, "Can I afford this?"
1,440 calories.
40. Damn it, I was close. But
1,440 calories. That is
and then I
like
had a footlong
most of
sub
a
on top
day's
of it.
worth of food. So that
Yeah, I
is
know.
because a foot long sub is like a solid 700.
Yeah.
That's like that's 2,100 calories, my boy.
Yeah, it was a little rough day today, but anyway, I deserved it because I was
all
brave
that,
at therapy.
You were brave. It sounds like you were very brave.
Yeah,
You're being
she even
brave right
said it.
now.
Dude,
Well,
I gotta be careful when I search for in Google. I just looked for Snickers dick veins.
Don't do it.
I don't know that this is a good idea. I think I'm just gonna back away slowly.
You're just gonna
No,
get,
are they-
you're just gonna get dudes' dicks with like big veins that look like the Snickers vein.
Oh, that's not
dude,
so
isn't
bad.
it Snicker dick veins? Snickers
Dude,
dick vein.
Did they really get rid of them?
I'm telling you, they did.
Let's ask Snopes.
They want to make it more,
More
I
accessible.
don't know, white
it
guy
says-
friendly.
It says false, and that's from April 2022.
Dude, God, that's old news and it's fake. What the fuck is going
Right.
on here?
Yeah, way
God
to go,
damn it.
fucking Internet Explorer.
That's my joke.
Anyway, Against the Grain, sponsored by Snickers. Here's a message from our sponsor. Do you guys ever want to eat a dick vein?
I saw it on TikTok the other day.
That means it's real.
I ended up on MAGA TikTok when I was high,
Hell
so
yeah.
that got my fucking fascist up.
Nice,
Love.
nice. Tell us about MAGA. What did you see on MAGA TikTok? Report back
Iron
from the other
Giant.
side.
Dear leader.
Well, I see a bunch of Donnie T looking like a goddamn lion, or like hanging out with
Jesus
lions.
Christ.
That fucking rocks. I want
see a
people,
lot
in
of-
the ass.
I want you guys to promise me something right now, and if it's that, like, when I die, you start making pictures like that of me, though, like me, like on Rambo, and me just like super jacked petting a lion, and like
We do have those
all the
paintball
stuff
pigs.
Yeah, but you got to do them, but make me super big and jacked and ripped and like doing cool things like going surfing. But anyway, so I have an actual thing. Um, did you see the Trump Bible?
I think I saw something about that. Yeah.
That is very good. That's very good. So for anyone who doesn't know, he's selling a Bible. It's the King James version of the Bible, and it also contains the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Pledge of Allegiance, and like one other document in it. He's selling it for like $60. And this guy, uh, so like you can tell in his ad for the Bible, he's never actually read a Bible in his goddamn life. But I stumbled across an interview that he was doing, and I don't know what it was on. I can't find it again. Um, but he was doing this interview, and there's like two guys interviewing him, and one of them goes like, "Oh, so you're selling these Bibles, whatever." He's like, "So do you have like a favorite like passage in the Bible?" And Trump goes like, "Well, no, like I think it's very personal, so I'm not going to share it. I think I'd really rather not share." And the guy's like, "Oh, like just anything that like you think about a lot or that got you through a tough time or anything like that." He's like, "No, no, it's just very personal. I don't want to share. I really don't think I should share that." And so clearly giving up, the other guy goes like, "So, well then, can you tell us, are you like a New Testament guy or an Old Testament kind of guy?" And Trump just thinks for a second, and he knows he's been had. And he's back to do a corner, and he just goes like, "Well, I think both equally. They're both very good." And it's like this guy is going to convince millions of people to buy his Bible. And also he's convinced millions of people he's like a good Christian. And like from that interview, it's very obvious that he like has never cracked one of those bitches open. Like
Or any book.
the three of us have read more of the Bible than Trump has, hands down.
Trump,
And like
for
the
one thing,
three of us don't read the Bible.
I got two things. First of all, Donnie T is the LeBron James of the Bible, meaning LeBron James is always like having a new book in an interview, and they're like, "Hey, what's that new book about?" And he goes, "Well, it's very personal. It's just something that speaks to me. How far are you?" "Well, I just started it." He's on like page 1 reading the fucking like contents. But then Donald Trump's response to the fucking New Testament thing or whatever, he goes, "I like both. I like both testaments. Okay, I'm waiting for the third one. Yeah, yeah. I hear it's coming out this year. Third Testament. I get to see it first. Okay."
Jesus Christ.
Fucking god damn it. God damn it. Anyway,
Sorry.
god damn it.
Oh, that was good.
I think what you need to do, Eric, is I think you need to watch. It's like a 3-minute ad of him selling this fucking thing, of him selling the Bible. He's just standing in front of a couple of American flags, and I think, yeah, he's just fucking holding it. I think you got to watch it, and then I think you got to reenact it.
I sure can. I sure can.
I think that's what you got to do.
Dude, he is such a fucking asshole. You know, I'd say I'm more right leaning than you two fellas are. I'm not saying that I'm like, gonna wear my hat and fucking start shooting stuff, but like,
You're gonna wear a bow tie and go cross-eyed?
yeah, fucking, but I don't know. He's just a dick. I'm looking at his picture right now. He looks like a disappointed fucking turtle that lost his shell, and he's gonna sue the shit out of the swamp, and he's gonna make the swamp pay for it. Okay, because he lost his shell. Anyway,
he's a fucking slug between shells, dude. Like he stripped his old one. He's like, I gotta find a new one, and then he can't find one.
the Bible's only $60. So should we get it?
No.
Should we get it and read it together?
Trump Bible?
Don't give that fucking money.
Dude. Yeah, dude, let's all get the Trump Bible together. Let's review the Trump Bible.
I can't believe it, man. Okay, so his demographic of voters are, the hardworking, salt of the earth, doesn't really read a whole lot, fucking kind of group of folks probably. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but you'd think that this would be a clear-cut sign, like you said, Zach, that this fucker is not Christian at all. I mean, how many abortion has he single-handedly probably paid for. How many porn stars do you have to fuck before you are like, all right, maybe he's a little bit more progressive and not really conservative than the average bear, you know?
I don't think
And
that means he's progressive. He's just an ass.
He's just
I couldn't think of the
freewheeling.
right word. He's just a fucking dick. And I don't know. Did you guys, speaking of dicks, did you guys see Dennis O'Leary kind of defending Trump
No.
with all the fraud and whatnot? Just recently he went on a news thing and he goes, well, everybody does that. We've all been doing this for years. It's just kind of the way it goes. Like just, lying about your finances and like cooking the books basically. And then everyone's like, oh, that's wrong.
Is that
you're
the
doing
fucking
bad.
answer? Does that make it okay?
That's, yeah.
Well, everyone's doing it.
Would fucking come after me with no fuck. It wouldn't even spit on it to fuck me over. If I fucked up on $60 on my tax returns, this guy is lying left and right to fucking enrich himself. That's obnoxious.
The guy overvalued his properties by millions of dollars or whatever so that he could claim like a bigger loss. Like it's straight up tax fraud. And I tell you what, if if one of us committed tax fraud, that would be it, fellas. It would be fucking GG's. Looking for all of us. GG's on your freedom, boy.
Yeah.
That's what the Daily Show covered, though, at least. They kind of said exactly what you guys are saying. Like, if I did that, I'd be fucking, first of all, financially fucked, and then also probably put in jail. So,
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, that is what you call a federal crime, which is very cool.
In other fun news, you see My Pillow guy got evicted?
Evicted from where? From the entire state of Minnesota? Because that's what I want.
His warehouse in Minnesota. He was $200,000 behind on his rent.
Holy fucking shit. No more pillows for him, dude.
Right? Where's he going to store them all
That's
now?
our pillow.
He's going to have to make a fort to live in.
Dude. I'm saying that's a lot of pillows to pack into a fucking car. Go live in your car filled with fucking goddamn 100,000 pillows. Dude, yeah, fucking, what's his name? Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell.
Dude.
I'm Mike Litoris. What?
What's so awesome about this fucking idiot? About Mike Lindell fucking losing everything is all he had to do was keep his fucking mouth shut. Like he did this to himself. He kept fucking talking about what was it, Dominion or whatever, stealing the election, and like they sued his ass. Isn't that what happened? And then
that was a big part of it. I think he was losing money before that, and then he fucking went off the rails with that stuff, and it probably
because he lost all of his sponsors too, or he lost like time slots on even Fox wouldn't sell his shit anymore.
Dude, all this guy had to do was sell pillows, and like, dude, I tell you what, that's got to be one of the easiest things to sell.
Yeah, everyone needs one.
Yeah, dude. Right? It's like, hey, do you want to be comfortable and not have a fucked up neck? I have a product for you. And everyone's like, yes, please.
What do you call this amazing thing? My Pillow, but it's your pillow now because you bought it. So you can say it's my pillow, but it's yours.
So here's what it is. It's my pillow, but I'll mail my pillow. Okay, here we go. I have an idea, guys. So when the My Pillow thing goes under and like My Pillow is available as a copyright again, we should buy it. And we're going to start a new business. And what we're going to do is when someone goes on our My Pillow website and orders a pillow, one of us just mails our used pillow to them.
Yellow stained and everything.
Yeah, dude, like
the one that goes between my legs.
Yeah, we all got to build up a store of those shitty, like flat, yellow stained, fucking piss colored with no goddamn pillowcase pillows. And they'll be like, and we'll mail it to them with a note that just says, like, you got to mail it back. Like, it'll be like Netflix for pillows. You can rent it for like 2 weeks. Like, this one, it's mine. You can't have it. You got to send it back.
You can borrow it. I'm borrowing you my pillow.
Yeah, I'm borrowing you this is not your pillow. It's my pillow. Fuck you.
Why the fuck don't you have any pillows? That's just something people have.
Why are you renting pillows, fucking weirdo? I don't know. I think it's a good business decision if anyone wants to invest. Just send an email. Send an email. We'll send you where to send the check.
All right.
I feel like all, and not to be ageist or anything, but all like, I don't know, fucking Wario looking motherfuckers are always like just up to no good. You ever notice that?
How is that ageist?
Wait, what? Dude, Wario is literally drawn to look like he's up to no good. He literally is up to no good. Yeah, I don't know. This fucking Waluigi guy, he just looks like he's not very
Dude.
nice. Wah.
Walu,
Fucking-
that fucking
Yeah, no
guy.
shit, he doesn't look like a nice guy. He's a fucking asshole.
Now imagine him hugging a pillow.
Yeah.
Mike
And
Lindell.
defending Donald Trump.
Yeah, dude. Dude, Waluigi was at January 6th. Hands down.
Dressed up like Mario. Oh man.
And yelling about Antifa. Dude, I think we should okay, so of the Mario characters, who was at January 6th? Because it's definitely gonna be Waluigi, it's definitely gonna be Shy Guy, and it's definitely gonna be Toad.
Trump was Bowser.
You think I don't think, dude, Toad is more, I think Toad's liberal. I think he's like transitioning. I
No.
think he's liberal.
I think Toad he's gone past just like American liberal. He's gone full like fascist left.
All right. I think baby Bowser, little Bowser, whatever the fuck his
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah.
I think he wants to like fight against his dad, who's a very hard rightist. So he's like soft liberal, but he has to act like he's Republican. That's his character arc.
No, I
That-
think he's
that makes
Donnie
sense.
T. Jr.
Dude, I
He's in
feel
the
like
bathroom
Bowser
doing coke all the time.
Dude, I feel like Bowser would be like a boomer Republican. Like Bowser would straight up be like a boomer style Republican where he's just like a Reagan Republican.
Sure.
Like he'd be like everything was easy for me, you just got to work harder, but he grew up like middle class and was like totally fine and whatever, like lives in a respectable house and drives like a halfway decent car. And he's just like, whatever, man, just try really hard. And like baby Bowser's like, no, I want to go to raves with my friends and
I want my
do
avocado
ecstasy.
toast.
Yeah, I want my avocado toast. I want to do ecstasy at raves. Like a real fucking millennial.
And then Reagan Bowser just ruins everything economy wise after he's fucking dead. Like all of his policies and shit just ran everything into the ground after he was done.
He just
It's
bitches
fine, I
about
did
social
okay.
security. Bitches about social security while collecting social security.
Damn socialists.
I think so then I think Luigi is like pretty dead center. I think Luigi's a centrist, and I think Mario
fence
is
walker?
like I think Luigi is a fence walker, and I think Mario would be like maybe like center left. He's not like far left by any stretch. He's just center left.
Yeah.
Mario's Biden.
Mario's like a Biden liberal. Including the racism though. Like with the racism and homophobia.
It's a me. Bideno. Nah, you can cut that.
It's me. I like a segregation.
Oh man. I feel bad for like the Koopa Troopas are like the MAGA army, aren't they?
Yeah, they probably would be. They're okay. They're like the bros. Like they're like the bros that love Trump because he because like he has the insults, right? Like all the younger bros. I think that's what they are. The Koopa Troopers are like the young bros that love Trump.
In the infliction shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the affliction and like knockout shirts, but they've like never been in a fight in their entire life. They just like act all tough, and they listen to a lot of like Trapped. Think it's like fucking heavy metal. Yeah, that's
Dude, those
them.
little fucking brown fucks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The easy ones
they
to
walk
jump on.
sideways. Yeah.
Those are the January 6th rioters. They are the ones that sang the national anthem for Trumpy.
All the like kind of just the nameless ones. But
Yeah.
then like
Yeah.
but then you have your big name ones like the Q Shaman. I don't know what the Mario equivalent of the Q Shaman is.
He's the football player.
Mario football player?
Yeah, the guy with all the pads on that you jump
Oh
on.
yeah. Yeah, I don't remember his
That might
name
be
though.
Super Mario.
I mean it's all whatever, I'll count it. I'll allow it. I think what's it? So Daisy, I think she is like an anarchist.
Isn't Luigi hitting that though?
I think that's what you're supposed to assume, but there's no way Luigi's getting with that. Let's be
Well,
honest.
what about Peach and Mario, dude?
Peach is straight up like she's royalty, dude. So she's whatever the
Yeah,
fuck royalty would count. Like I don't know what a royal like I don't know
Mario's a
if like
plumber.
yeah, like he's a union guy. That's why he's like center left. Mario's a fucking union guy. Like so he's that like classic liberal, but he's been around long enough that he's still a little racist and a little homophobic.
All
He
right.
kind of doesn't,
Sure.
like going through neighborhoods where like those people live. He'll say those things like when people say things that like have some shades of racism and it makes you super uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
Mario's the guy that says that shit all the time. Like he talks about how you got to go to like certain neighborhoods to get certain kinds of food. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think this analogy's died like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
this is a good analogy. It's not
we'll
even an
push through.
analogy; it's just a fun game for me now.
Yeah, yeah.
Your foot is through the dead horse.
Well, yeah, it's dead. It's like rotted. It's pretty easy to do, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's my take on the political spectrum of Mario. I don't think we have any more main characters. Oh, what about Boo? What about Boo, the ghost?
Boo is fucking
No, Boo
Bernie
is Sanders.
Yeah.
He's-
I'm gonna go after you.
Boo is just
I want a
fucking-
shorter work week.
It's not even like his alignment is that of Bernie Sanders. It just is Bernie Sanders. He's the
Just
ghost
sleeping.
of like an angry old Jewish man.
He still sleeps with his mittens on.
Bernie Sanders and Larry David could be fucking twins. You guys know who Larry
I
David
bet
is?
it's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's been the same guy this whole time.
Who's under that mask? I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling Republicans.
I could have acted as a senator and a fucking actor. God damn it. Did you guys ever play Mario Tennis? Do you guys have an N64
No.
ever?
No.
Dude, you missed out. Mario Tennis was lit. I guess that's all I can say about it now because you guys didn't play it. It was fucking cool.
Sorry.
Well, I'll say this: we do have some breaking news.
What is it? Give it to me.
We
now.
have reporting from Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania. I ain't gobbling anybody's knob. That groundhog is now a father. Can you guys believe that?
Yes.
Oh, the groundhog that sees its shadow and shit.
Yeah. Now he sees his son.
So so the son is gonna have to take over at some point, or his children.
Dude.
His children will have to take up the mantle of seeing their shadow.
Dude, you know what? Okay. You know what's fucked up about like the legend of Groundhog Day? Is I heard somewhere that the groundhog supposedly is like immortal or whatever. Like he just lives forever and just sees his shadow and that's his deal. But all the groundhogs around him don't. so his fucking wife groundhog and the fucking his kids and stuff will just age and die out. It was just a really fucked up story.
Brutal.
Anyway, yeah.
It's like Sisyphus. It's like Sisyphus, but he sees his shadow instead of rolling a boulder uphill.
No, I think they're monogamous. I don't think he got syphilis.
Oh, my bad.
Do you know what his fucking name is? I tried to pronounce it. I looked at it and it looked like somebody fucking sneezed and fell on a keyboard. So
sorry.
I always say like Puxatani Phil. I don't think that's right.
It's close to that. It's Punk Punxsutawney Phil. That's exactly what it is.
Man, I can read.
Punxsutawney.
I didn't know he
Just
had a fucking name.
Just call it Phil,
dude.
dude. Like, what's
This is
Phil?
Phil.
I know. I work
Yeah.
with a guy.
See a shadow.
Yeah, dude, it's right here. Here's the story. There has only been one Punxsutawney Phil. He has been making predictions since 1886. He gets his longevity from drinking the elixir of life, a secret recipe. He takes one
Blood.
sip every summer at Groundhog Picnic, and it magically gives him 7 more years of life. So why does he need to drink it every fucking year?
Why? Yeah. Why is it
That-
7? That seems arbitrary.
Yeah, that already doesn't make sense.
Well,
that
maybe
stack?
a year
Does
for a
that affect
groundhog is every
stack?
7 years.
Nope.
It just says
So-
7 years in absolute time.
So what happens if he's just like, you know what? I'm good this year. I'm kicking the elixir. I'm good. He's just fucking dead.
Dude,
He's got
the
6
fact
more years.
That's all.
The
That's
fact
all.
that groundhog.org is a website. It's an organization. Groundhog.organization.
Yeah, man.
That reminds me of, you know how we were supposed to keep track with Braveheart, the penguin that I had. You know.
Oh God, dude, that was forever ago. Did he die too?
Yeah, he did. Yep. And I think 2 others died since him. So
Dude, it's in that fucking thing I sent you. Does Phil have a wife? Yes, her name is Phyllis. She doesn't receive the elixir of life, so she will not live forever like Phil. What the fuck?
Dude,
This is your legend. You could make up anything you wanted, and you're like, nope, she did. Fuck you.
well,
It's
he's
very
not
good.
committal. He doesn't want to tie himself down for 7 years.
Eric
He wants
needs
to
to
fuck.
Eric needs to adopt Punxsutawney Phil in that stupid app so they quit fucking dying.
Yeah, man. At this point, it's just kind of sad. I almost feel like the penguin killer. You know.
You probably are, piece of shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, this fucking episode. I tell you what.
Penguin murdering sack of dicks.
What did we fucking say we were going to talk about?
Dude, we didn't say anything. So I think Donkey Kong is like center right.
No fucking way, dude. He is
Dude.
right as they get.
Dude,
He's always
no, he
like-
wears a tie.
It's a red tie, dude.
It's a red tie. It's too big. He's Donnie T. Jr.
Dude, Diddy Kong wears a red cap.
MAGA.
Come on.
And they're always in the mines for photo ops. Fucking get out of here.
Like he's ever fucking lifted a shovel.
They're monkeys.
And they're too busy collecting bananas and shooting fucking coconuts at each other and shit.
I pick myself up by my own banana peels.
I pick up my own banana peels, dude. Do you ever just leave those around your house? It's fucking gross.
Yeah, and then I fucking wipe out on them.
Yeah, dude. Just like for real in a car. That's why next year Formula One is introducing the ability to throw banana peels out of your car.
I can't wait till they introduce the blue shell.
Oh shit. That's gonna
That'll
be
make
lit,
it
man.
interesting.
Blue shell the fuck out of this guy. It's gonna be
Dude,
so good.
Speaking of retro games, I've been on a bit of a retro game binge myself the last couple days. I put in Soul Reaver for the first time in fucking a long time. And dude, great story, horrible fucking graphics, worse than I remember.
Hell
But
yeah.
I really wish they'd do a remake of that one. And then I also played Final Fantasy VIII.
8 was good.
Yeah.
I did like 8. I want to so my wife and I we purchased a wrestling video game that she grew up playing, WCW Nitro. Because both our favorite wrestlers are on there. So we could wrestle each other as our favorite wrestlers, and it's very fun. So I brought my PlayStation up here, is the reason that I tell you that. Brought my PlayStation up and hooked it up like my old PS2. And I really want to play Final Fantasy VII again because I found my copy of Final Fantasy VII. The one bummer is, of course, all of my saved data from forever goes gone because those memory cards are lost to the sands of time. So I'm gonna have to start all the way from the beginning, which is probably fine though. Because like I think it's been long enough. Because it's probably been like nigh on 20 years since I last played it. Realistically,
Have you played the remake?
I have not
I
played
like
the
the
remake
remake.
yet. I know it's supposed to be good, and I do want to play it at some point, but I still think that the original will forever be the way to go,
Sure.
in my humble opinion.
Eric can't relate
Yeah.
to spiky-haired fucking girly boys, so he doesn't play those.
You guys see Drake's dick on Twitter?
See what I mean? Does it look like a Snickers bar?
Yeah, except like lighter toned.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Jesus. Oh my God, what is happening right now? This fucking
See Drake's dick on Twitter.
fucking podcast is a dumpster fire.
Well,
It is the dumpster, and it is the fire. The dumpster, the fire, and the My Pillow. The My Pillow
dude,
that
he's
was
big.
used as Tinder.
He's got a big Drake.
Dude. I mean, like, cool, good for him, I guess, man. Congratulations, dude. So there was. Okay, first of all, don't post your dick on Twitter. But like, there was this
No, dude,
a strong
somebody
man.
recorded him jacking off.
He thought it was
okay,
XXX.
time out.
Not
What
just
the
X.
what?
They recorded like through his window or something.
So on Twitter, like, it's a picture that someone else took.
It's a video of him cranking one out.
Okay,
Goodness
why the fuck are you
gracious.
doing that next to an open window?
It's been removed. Well, dude, you ever fucking like Home Alone?
No.
You just like power stance it.
Dude, Rick, if I lived where you fucking lived, I would open every single window, strip butt naked, stand in front of my biggest window, and just fucking take myself to fucking town because I could. You never
I'd
like,
put a
dude,
leg up on a chair.
dude, you can't tell me you haven't been home alone and just like sat down on your fucking couch in your living room with the window open and been like, fuck it. Let's go.
I prefer to crank it on my walks through the woods.
Do you ever bang chicks?
Not when I'm home alone. That'd be fucking.
So Rick, do you crank it while you're walking through the woods? Like, you're just to give the old walk and crank action? Is that
Yeah,
Is
it
that what
helps
I'm
my
to understand?
coordination.
Yeah, I suppose.
Toy with the top. It's your navigating. It's your
You
like
can
your
chew gum
mast.
and walk at the same time.
Speaking of cranking it, so I
Chicks.
was watching Formula One Drive to Survive, and long story short, one of the drivers broke both of his wrists, like right before the season started, like 2
Oof.
weeks before the season started. For those of you who don't drive cars, you need your wrists for that. So they were talking about that in the show, and one of the other drivers, like, so this guy shows up to race. He's got both his wrists; they're all fucked up. He had surgery on him, all this stuff. And one of the other drivers, the first thing this guy asks him is, "So can you wank it yet?" Just immediately. Can you crank it yet? And it's fucking like, hell yeah, buddy.
I've been getting the
Asking the
muscle
real
strength
questions.
back practicing on hot dogs.
Yeah, you got to work your way up from hot dogs.
I'm more of a mini Frank guy myself, but
Dude, yeah,
anything to make it feel real.
The tiny weenies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
little
makes it feel more
smokies.
like mine. It's more true to size.
More of an index finger and a thumb kind of guy. All right.
Oh God, kill me.
All right. Well,
Nope.
you
Well,
come up with
it's not-
jokes.
Sounds like Rick wants to go home. Oh wait, he's already home.
That was
Yeah,
He
we can
cannot
wrap
escape.
it up. We can.
I-
We
I
can
Hey,
just-
what about the fucking ship
Hi.
crashed into the bridge?
No,
Yeah,
now
the
it's gonna
bridge
get
fell down.
serious and sad.
No.
Yeah, dude, like 6 people died.
Oh, that is kind of sad. That sucks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you know what's okay, so you know what is funny about that? Maybe it's not. Is like
The blinker was still
Is that-
on.
no. It's all the people like on the internet that are suddenly like fucking civil engineers that are saying that like that the bridge should have been able to handle an impact from a fucking cargo ship without falling down.
Dude, everyone's an expert when something like this happens. Like, no, I know more than fucking everybody. I know more than what happened.
Yeah, I think it's really funny. I've been seeing a lot of people who think they know more than a civil engineer or more than like bridge engineer people. And I've also seen a lot of people, we're about to see fucking Eric's Drake here in a minute. And I've also seen a lot of people talking about conspiracy theories about how it was on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw someone do the math on the weight of the boat, and it's like the equivalent of a train that's 13 miles long, fully loaded. Like that's how much
it's like
weight
millions
hit
of
that
fucking
fucking.
tons.
Even if the boat was going 10 miles an hour, just the amount of inertia that fucking boat has, or momentum, whatever, the resistance of change and movement, that one
Inertia.
would have, yeah.
So I get that. I just want to talk about that example real quick. That it's the equivalent of, what'd you say, 13 trains?
13 miles of train.
13 miles of train. Okay.
Just
so
like
if
what
I'm
I ran on your mom.
Anything but the metric system.
Got him.
I was going to say, fucking, I would take, 13 miles of train. Why not just say, fucking, it's heavy? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot.
Why not just say 4 million washing machines? A large train, a small train the size of a large train.
I did that. I read something during my business class time, and they said if you're trying to use numbers as to prove a point or like to like hyperbolize something, no matter what that number is, people just know that it's a lot. So it doesn't really matter. So if you say 13 trains, everyone knows, okay, it's just a lot of weight.
No,
like
it's not
a lot
13
of
trains.
No, I know, Rick.
13 miles of train.
Yeah.
They should have used
13 trains is what your mom took last night.
they should have used Olympic swimming pools. That's everyone's standard.
That is my standard of measurement.
Yeah.
For example, my house is 1 Olympic swimming pool wide.
My wiener is 48 millimeters long.
That's the metric system. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is.
Just talk
well, it's
like
smaller than inches.
Talk like a
but
Latin?
It's a lot. It's a lot of smaller than
you
inches.
The world. I can come in your eyeballs. Anyway.
All right.
If paint talk with Nut Fuckhouse.
You ever find yourself in the middle of the woods? Yeah, dude. Fucking Sam Elliott's here.
Oh, gee. You know what? I think we should do, you know what? Okay, starting now, me and Rick are just going to hit mute. And you just do 45 minutes of Sam Elliott talking to Donald Trump in the woods.
Fuck you. I go a lot closer to the mic because it feels natural. Something hanging there. All right, I'm done.
Oh boy.
I'm tapped. It's over.
He's all zoomied out. We did it, Rick. We tired him out. Now we can read him his bedtime story and tuck him into bed.
So it takes an hour-long podcast to get all those that sugar high from the footlong cookie I ate to get out of me.
Yeah, that's probably it. Hey,
Well,
I have a product pitch. I want to hear you guys' opinion on it. I just want to sell. I want to sell bumper stickers. Just bumper stickers with text on them that just says "My gay dog supports Donald Trump." What do you think?
I love it.
I just think it'd spin everyone right around.
They wouldn't know what to be mad about.
Exactly. That's what I like. That's what I like about it.
We'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Love Love you. Bye.